Gonna wait for a second. I have a couple people I think that are gonna jump on. Um, but welcome. If you're watching the replay of this, welcome to the live. That's basically anybody watching that first few seconds of the live are all replayers. Um, I did something today, and I'm also gonna unbox something really I'm kind of been dreading unboxing for about a year and a half since our move. So I thought I'd do it live, go through some memories, talk about life, all the different things, while sharing some family traditions and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping my daughter gets on. I don't know. I don't know if I'm easily. Okay, so I'm hoping that worked okay. Um, anyway, so if you cannot tell, I put up our tree today. If you are new to our channel, you're probably going, what in the world? But if you're not new to the channel, you may have been around for some tea times with Jens when I'm talking about tradition and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, Em. Um, so Emily's my daughter, and so if you hear me going back and forth with her, so I have always loved Christmas since I was a little girl, and I've always wanted to put up the tree early. And then, after I ended up with split custody with my daughter, if you think about it, once you have split custody, normally you have about a month from Thanksgiving through Christmas to do all your Christmas stuff. But if you have half and half custody, then you don't have as much time. In that month, you really go down to about 2 weeks. And so we started putting things up earlier, and then I worked in a retail position that really had me doing Halloween all the time. And so I started putting up my tree like super early. Um, and then this year I wasn't planning on putting it up till Halloween. But here we are, September 20th, and it's up. My husband's having a rough week and he's having some dental stuff going on. And we're like, let's do something fun. So we got a tree and got this guy up and put the lights on it. Super excited. I'll pan out a little bit. But I'm going to go through and unbox. I have a box of all of our family ornaments. So in my tea time with Jen a couple of years ago, I shared some traditions and things. And one of the things we do is we get new ornaments throughout the years and so forth. And we moved May of 2024. And this is one box, my Christmas stuff, period. But my ornaments is the very last box to unbox that I have not seen if things got broken, things didn't make it, and kind of been afraid I was going to be super emotional. So I'm like, I'm going to go live and have my daughter watch and anybody else who wants to. So if you're on, feel free to ask questions about the channel, about life, about all the things. I'm just doing this kind of in the background. We have been very busy with work. I still have my comfrey hanging behind me. I put some of it soaking and it's way past time to make into salve. So I need to get this made into salve, and then I have some more comfrey I need to cut and dry. But we are entering crazy season in our house because we have a couple of friends getting married. And there's just a lot going on over the next couple of months. And so I'm going to try very hard to be on top of my videos. If I don't, I'm going to at least try to have one full video a week, and I'm trying for two. But if I need to, I'm going to plug a short in. I usually post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if people like it, I'm going to start going live again. I don't know if Saturday night's going to be the night for sure. So I sometimes work Saturday nights. And so if I get off work at 9 o'clock my time, I can get home and be on a live by 9:30, but that's like 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is pretty late. Sundays, I have some more leeway to do videos or just randomly do them throughout the week. But I'd like to try to have a set time to try to do lives, and I'm not going to do it all the time, but I want to at least try to get a couple of lives a month in. So we're going to start showing off some ornaments, sharing some memories. Do you have any questions or ornaments that you're like super nervous about having survived or not on this journey to Arkansas? So this was just one I used to sell some stuff, and this was one that I liked. Things that are unpacked. I have this Arkansas one. It's moved to Arkansas 2024, and it has my husband and my name on it. So we got that at a craft fair last year. I really liked this one. That was we're here. This is our new home. And then my daughter broke my heart not broke my heart. She made me cry. She made this little ornament when she came for Christmas last year. And she said, they say home is where the heart is. Well, mine is in Arkansas with you. Love you, Mom. Love him. And so this was another one. I know, I'm hoping it's all of them too. So we love little personalized things like this. If you do family ornaments, like I would love to know, do you theme your tree? Do you do family ornaments? What are things what do you do with your tree? What is your tradition and things like that? This was another one that was new last year. My friend gave me. It's Jesus in a manger. Okay, let's start unwrapping. I'm going to stop stalling. But yeah, I would love to know what you do. Because I think they're fun to see everybody's traditions. These ornaments, this one made it. This is one of we take paint and pour it into here at different levels and then swirl it and make marbled ornaments and the glass ones. And so we have been doing that since my daughter was little. I have a feeling that one's one since my husband and I have been married. But yeah, I don't think that was one from when she was little. We have quite a few owls because I love owls. They're very rustic and fun. But my stepmom also loved owls, and it really is a memory thing for us, for her. Every time we see owls, we think of her. I think my friend and I each got matching owls at Walmart one year with this guy. How was the reveal? How was your day? Was it good? Trying to see. Well, so far some of these glass ones at the top are making it. This was a ceramic ornament that was painted. That's really cute. So we have a few glass ones right on the top that are surviving and then trying to roll off the table as I unpack them. I'm not showing the cheap ones. So yeah, so we have weddings galore coming up. My husband's gonna be a groomsman in one. This was a gift. He's gonna be a groomsman in one wedding. And then I'm helping be the wedding coordinator in that wedding. And then the other wedding, we are just going as friends to the couple and attending, which will be nice. It's fun because they're both fall weddings and only a couple of weeks away, and everybody kind of knows each other. So that's funny. The styrofoam one got dented. Oh, I missed that comment. Shoot. Let's see. There we go. Oh, that's funny. You're on the unbroken streak. Anyway, so the styrofoam ones got dented in the trip, which is interesting. So we packed all of our stuff when we moved in one of those U-Pack trailers, and I knew that stuff jostled around a lot because I work retail, but I was not prepared for lids popping off of containers and things going all over the place. So when we opened the trailer, oh yay. When we opened the trailer, there was a box that was open, things that come out of it. I had this really cool wooden snowflake that I made the snowflake back years and years ago when I worked at Walmart, and I haven't worked at Walmart in 15, 16 years. And one of the ladies there, I was teaching them how to cut out snowflakes, and they actually took one of the paper snowflakes that I cut out home and laser cut it out on wood. And it was so cool. It was because each one of those handmade snowflakes is individual, one of a kind. And so we had that for years. We would put it up every year, and we opened that truck, and there's pieces as we're pulling out boxes just in between everywhere. This thing got smashed and shattered. And that was the first thing of going, oh no. And so this one I have been like, there's stuff. This one right here is totally good. This was my ornament from 1986. My mom loves unicorns, and I loved My Little Ponies and stuff. And so these are the things, like, I can't replace this stuff. And so this is the stuff I've been dreading. Now, if it had been broken or missing or something had happened to it, it's life, and I'm going to move on and move through it. But it's preparing your heart for things like that, and that can be hard. So, but we did. I'm trying to remember all the years of what we got when. This was actually a present. I think I was in junior high or high school from my best friend at the time, and we did an ornament exchange, and this was one that she gave me, and I love it. I have cheap ones all over the top. I need to get down to the good ones. So we put up our tree early unexpectedly because we wanted to. The music one made it. My husband's tooth is really bad right now, and he's been in excruciating pain. We are doing the Tylenol and Motrin together, the Oragel, and thankfully our pastor, my husband's best friend, remembered dental wax. And so this is one my husband made. And so his nerve is exposed in his tooth, and his appointment wasn't supposed to be until October, but they're moving it up to Tuesday, which happens to be our 8th wedding anniversary. And so he remembered the dental wax, and so today he brought us some last night, and when he got up this morning, I tried to get it in there, and it has been helping. It's still hurting really bad, but it has been helping. Emily, do you remember where we got this silly giraffe? I don't remember where this silly giraffe came from. It makes me giggle. It's got like a tutu and a pipe cleaner tail and a top hat and fancy boots. I don't know. I don't know where that one came from. I have a pretty good memory on most. This one came from Hawaii, our trip to Hawaii. Every time we go somewhere like super special where we're probably not gonna come back again, or any, like, it's a rare thing to visit, we get an ornament. So this is from 2007. I'm surprised you didn't keep that one. We divvied up ornaments before we moved, that Christmas before. This is the one I got a year ago, I think, a couple of years ago before we moved, because I was making all the Christmas ebooks. Yeah, so he's been hurting really bad, and I had places I was supposed to be today, and I ended up not going and spending the day with him, which was great. It was much needed, because one of the things I have to remember, it's from 2006 from Hawaii, it made it. So one of the things I have to remember is, yes, I have commitments outside and priorities outside that I need to deal with. But I'm a wife first and foremost. And this was something I needed to really do today, was to take care of him. And so once we got his pain a little bit more under control, we started to put this up, and then he started hurting really bad again. So then he just sat there, and I was the master floofer. This is from Monterey. It's a glittery shell. If you're just joining us, we're chatting. You can ask me any questions you want to ask. We can talk about food. We can talk about vanilla. We can talk about gardening. We can talk about gluten-free cooking. At the same time, I am unboxing for the first time since moving to Arkansas my Christmas ornaments and seeing what actually survived the trip from California to Arkansas. And my daughter's on here also checking it out. This is another Hawaii ornament that made it. And what else is kind of nice is this kind of gives her a play-by-play of what the ornaments are for in the future. If she forgets long after I'm gone, and she can go back, and if she forgets where things are from, go ahead and figure that one out. So this was one of Junior's ornaments because he likes to play Xbox with our nephews, my brother. He plays with all the family members and the nieces, actually. This little lady made it. I've had this one. I don't even remember what year. It just has my name on it. But this is the little girl mouse from the Rescuers. And I've had this since I was very young. If my mom's on here, she can tell us maybe what year this is from, because I do not remember. Actually, I don't remember her name either, because it's been a very long time since I've watched The Rescuers. But we used to love that show. We got these little snowmen from a place called Apple Hill. This is the mom one. Some of these I may not have the Emily one of, because she kept some of these. We kind of split them all out. This one a little girl gave me that I used to babysit. Yes. No, actually, I was thinking of that the other day. I just don't have time between working full-time, gardening, trying to really get back to doing mainly homemade food, church community, hanging out with friends. There's just like, it is so hard to figure out time, and I need to. I need to figure out a way to add more hours into the day, but I can't figure it out. I'm really surprised on how many of these lasted. Now, I lost a bunch of gold off of this, which is interesting. This was one we really liked, but I think we purchased this one. But it has all of this glue, but it came off of all across the top for the most part, which is random. My chair is squeaky. Yeah, trying to figure out the time. I know that, oh, this one's from 2011. It's me and Emily as cats. Looks like it survived just fine. I'm really excited. There really isn't any broken except for that one dented styrofoam one, which I'm totally fine with. But my brother-in-law and sister-in-law have been playing PUBG again, and I have wanted to play that, and I just haven't. So we got this little squirrel. This was to represent Nutsy. It's a story that I told my daughter I made up when she was little. I'm thinking about writing actually a series of children's books maybe in the future with all the stories I told her, but we'll see. This was from 2009. Your little princess survived. But yeah, trying to make that time up. If you don't know and you're new, my husband and I actually met gaming. I gamed on my phone. But let's see. I game it on my phone, and he games on the console and on his phone when he can. We now play a game together with my mom that is on the computer called Shroud of the Avatar. We really like that. This is a funny one. So it'll be funny if she watches this video. But there was this lady who was selling these, and they ended up being knockoffs, and they didn't work. And so she offered a return to everybody who had bought them. And I said, oh no, it's okay. My daughter really liked it. And so this thing that doesn't work became an upside down monkey on the Christmas tree as an ornament. And so it was just a cute purple monkey. I don't remember, is it called Fingerling or the Shrinking Monkey? Yeah, it was funny. I want to write those books. I actually need to go through with you, Em. Nutsy, I remember very well for the most part. I think I've got the fish one, but the intro one, this one survived. The intro story to the childhood stories I would tell you, I need to remember the details too. And then I think I have an idea for an illustrator. And so we'll see. I'm not going to say too much on here, but yeah. I think I got this at a gift exchange at my old church. Yeah, the caterpillar one. That's the one. That's the very first one. I'm having an issue remembering all the things, so I just gotta get my head together back on it and figure it out. My love of cows survived the trip. This actually was, I want to say junior high, maybe high school. We did an ornament exchange. Everybody who worked in the nursery at the church when I was in junior high or high school. And I got this one, and when it hangs, let's see, and you put a Christmas light in it and it lights up. I think it's really cute. Some of these have done really well for the years. Like this one's not tarnished at all. It's pretty crazy. I've had friends who do the very themed out trees, and I love them. I think that they are gorgeous, and I have been tempted at times to not do our normal tree. Last year, living in the garage of my friend's house, we did the little tree with just cardinals on it, and that did not hit the spot. So our engagement from 2016 ornament that Terry and Pop got us is good. Yeah, I love how beautiful they are, but it's not something that I really love. I really, really love our family trees and being able to look and see all the memories and all the things. So this one was made in 92. My mom made this actually. And it says Berry Xmas, and it's funny because she really doesn't like Xmas. And so that always just cracked me up. She likes Christmas because you keep Christ in Christmas. But yeah, so she painted this in 92 for everybody. So I was 10 years old when I got this one. I think it's funny that it says Berry Xmas. The one from our tea table, Sharon actually made printed out a whole thing that went with these little Christmas trees. We went shopping together on the meaning of a Christmas tree and all the things. Which is funny because a Christmas tree really was a pagan thing that we brought over to Christian traditions, but people have given it significance and so forth. So our twisty snowman has a leg and a foot, but I think this was broken before we moved. But I'm going to put all his dismembered pieces over here. I am getting ready to start preparing stuff for Christmas because I know work is going to get really crazy in November and December, and my hours could go up to 6 days, working 6 days a week. And so I need to start early for planning what I'm doing. Now, normally I do like a whole lot of homemade gifts. I don't think I'm doing as much homemade other than food because I don't have the capacity to do so right now. I may start earlier next year in doing stuff. But with us moving, trying to get situated, we've had a lot of stuff going on this year. That wasn't an option. So this guy made it. Super excited. This was another bear my mom painted. This one says my name, and it's from 85. So I was 3 years old when I got this one. It's kind of fun to think I've had that ornament for 40 years. Goodness gracious. I'm really excited these have survived. I was really worried I was going to be all emotional and wanting to cry on video. This was another one from Apple Hill. We have 2 peanuts from 2007. I'm kind of surprised this hasn't rotted because it definitely has gotten lighter. And these are actual peanuts that were like glazed over. Oh no, it's 2009, not 2007. So 2009. But we thought these little peanuts were hilarious. And so we got them. This was another ornament my mom painted. This one was already beat up, unfortunately, before we moved. But it says my name, it was a different bear. And this is from 1990. So this is the year my brother was born, actually, my youngest brother. Which was really cute. We had this ceramic place where you could paint things in the greenware phase, and then they would fire it, and then you'd glaze it and then fire it again. And it was really neat because it was super, if I remember right, it was super affordable. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been doing them. Unlike a lot of the places now, I don't feel like they're like crazy affordable. And so I have taken Emily to, was it Petroglyph was the place? I know there's a place like Color Me Mine and stuff like that. And we've done other things. I did one bird ornament that might be in here. But yeah, I love making ornaments. We have a few videos that I can share. The cardinals all made it. of making these little bead ornaments, which I'll come to some of those if my daughter left me any. We'll see if she left me any. But we make these beaded candy canes with the tri-beads, and then make wreaths with the tri-beads. And there is one that we make with stars and rounder beads. This was Emily, A Baby's First Christmas is Full of Delights. It's Emily's first Christmas ornament, and this one was from Deanne. So that's my baby when she was a baby. I'm glad you left me some. So on the first Christmas that Junior and I were together, he did not do the same tradition with the trees and stuff like that. And so he didn't come over with a whole lot of ornaments from his childhood. And so we definitely, I had a lot, and then Emily and I have obviously gathered a lot throughout the years. But Junior's first Christmas with us, he got us sombreros for the Christmas tree. So we each got a sombrero. I got a purple one, and I believe Emily's is red, I believe. So that was fun, our little fun flare. So these were two Snoopy ornaments from my childhood. They're kind of fun. They're rubber though, so I would have been very concerned if they didn't make it on the trip. You put it up last year. Oh no, what'd you put up last year? Oh, the sombrero. Yeah, because you were here for Christmas. It's another one of our little painted ones. I should do a video showing these. Because you do want to be careful. If you put too much paint, it will actually like pull. And if these get too, like if you don't do enough, it can cause issues. If you do too much, it'll pull and crack. And like this one is full of powder at the bottom, but you can see like all the paints come off of this. And so there's definitely kind of tricks of the trade on doing those and really letting them dry upside down. It kind of would be a fun craft today. Emily's Tinkerbell from 2009. These are all plastic cheap snowflakes. We're almost done. Although I'm not seeing one of the ones that's like, I really want to make sure is alive. Oh, this one is one of them. So she became footless a long time ago, but this was from 1988 when my mom and I went and saw the Nutcracker. It's my Clara. She lost her little ballerina feet. But it's from 1988. Isn't her handwriting great? I wish I had good handwriting. It's never been a good skill of mine. So things like this would be super sad. I remember going and eating at the place called the Depot in Orville, California, and loving all of their little buttermints. It's funny, that ornament and the buttermints are the things I remember the most about that day. Weird memories. Another little fun one. These are a few Hawaii ones. We got quite a few when we went. We ended up going, I believe we went twice. I know Emily's been a few times. I'm trying to remember. So we got Santa Claus outfit with sandals, flip-flops, which I thought was funny, and then flip-flop. If you don't know, I'm a flip-flop girl. I'm not a slides girl. I like the security of a flip-flop. So here are some of the fun homemade ones, which I knew these would make the trip if I had them, which Emily said she did leave me some. So the little candy canes, and I'll go ahead and just hang one there. And our little wreaths that we make. I have little videos on how to make these. I did them with the hook. My daughter made it with the little gold pipe cleaner and made a hoop at it. She would sit there and twist pipe cleaners and create all kinds of random ornaments. So it's fun finding all of these little things. And then these are some icicles that we used to make when I was a teenager, actually. And so it's kind of crazy. I was actually making these in the van when we went to my aunt's house when I was in, I think it was in high school, right after the divorce. And I remember being super emotional making these. And it's kind of fun that I still have some of these guys. She also really liked, because we couldn't find those tri-beads anywhere for a long time. She would make them just out of pony beads. Like this girl took pipe cleaners and beads and made all kinds of things. It was kind of fun. If you are just joining, feel free to ask any questions about anything, about the channel, about us really, about food and baking and vanilla and gardening and all the things. If you're new, we moved here in May of 2024 and moved into a garage where we stayed with our friends in their garage. They had redid it, put flooring in it and an AC and made it like super nice for us. And so we stayed there for about 9 months. Then we came to our duplex in February. And so this is my first time opening my Christmas stuff, my ornament box, all full of our family ornaments, since we moved. So I'm kind of doing it so my daughter can see what survived and what didn't. And it looks like almost everything did. That's 2019, which is amazing. Yeah, the comments are hilarious without context, but it is what it is. So anyway, we're going over seeing the sharing memories, talking about kind of what's going on, and I'm ready to answer any questions anybody wants to have. We could treat it like a question and answer thing. But yeah, I think this was yours, Emily. Might have been Junior's, but I think it was yours. It looks like a nativity, maybe a hand-painted nativity, but it survived the trip. I've also asked if you put up a Christmas tree. Oh, it's yours. Yay! I didn't put a year on that. If you have any idea what year it is, that would be great. If you put up a Christmas tree, do you do family ornaments, special things, or do you do themed trees? What is it that you do? Because it's always fun to hear people's traditions. It's 2018's fun ornament. Your umbrella is intact, which I had no doubt about. Actually, it's not intact. The one I had no doubt about is, I don't know if the heat, it looks like the heat got it, so I might be able to fix it, but the glue gave way and all the stuff's coming off. So that's in the to be mended pile. There is one ornament. Okay. There is one ornament in here, but I'm really stressing if it's not in here. Oh, there it is. I'm actually going to do this one now, because this one's the biggest stress, I think, that's left. This ornament was the one that my stepmom and my dad got us for the Christmas after we were married. And it's a carrot. And she got it in Solvang in California. And so it's this cute little carrot, but it comes with a saying. So I'm gonna put it back in here so I don't drop it. And the little handwritten story that she wrote me about it was, it's a German tradition. The carrot is the first ornament given to a bride with the wishes, may your pantry never be empty. And so I have our little handwriting still on it. It is the carrot. So I thought that was really sweet and sentimental. So all my like glass childhood ones and then this carrot are like the ones I'm the most like, oh, I hope they survive. And so I think we've made it through most of the crazies that I was the most concerned about. There's probably a few more in here that I'll be like, oh yeah, that one too. But I'm really happy. More painted ones. We did these quite a few years. I am really happy so far that those are alive and well. And now we're getting down to the ones, okay, so this is broken. These are on the bottom of the tote, which this was not an important one. It was a cute one, but she's missing a wing. So I've got to see if I can find her wing. The other one that I really did not want to lose, which was funny because I ended up getting it after I'd already packed this. Well, I didn't get it after I packed this. I packed it after I packed this because I had it somewhere else. And it had been one that I received that last year we were there. And my aunt got me a tea kettle. And that's actually in my bedroom, waiting for me to unpack all of this. Not a tea. Yeah, it was a teapot. That she got me, and it's really cute for the Tea Time with Jen series. So this was a wood burning ornament that I made one year. I was thinking about trying to sell these at one point. The other one that I was thinking about trying to sell that I made was this little ice skate. This is part of a paper clip, and it's a twig we had gathered, and we put the little thread in it, put a bow. Just a cute little rustic ice skate. We painted some fun wood ornaments one year. Oh, this is it. So this is that one I hand painted from that petroglyph place. So this I'm glad survived because I painted this one. One of the years that we chose items to paint a petroglyph. That was in 2015. That was the year before Junior and I met. It's kind of fun. This was another one from Emily's childhood. I don't have a year on it, but she painted that one and it survived. So I'm probably gonna let me go back to the goodies I'm planning on making since we're back. Like, I'm good to talk about that stuff right now. I might get rid of this pretty soon, it stinks. I think I got this in Santa Cruz, and I think it's missing part of it's something. I thought it had something bigger back here, but it's actually like a preserved fish, and it stinks. It's kind of gross. So I don't know. It was a fun trip to Santa Cruz with my dad, but I'm putting that to the side. I have to make some decisions on him. Anyway, so for Christmas this year, I think I'm going to do some baskets with some fudge and brownies and cookies and all the fun little things. I have to do some that are just that are gluten and dairy free, and then do some that are regular. The I love you sign. If you don't know, my mom knows how to do sign language. I know the alphabet in sign language and a few other things. I don't know a whole lot. But this has always been our thing. She used to draw a heart with an I love you sign in it on stuff, which was fun. And then this ornament I got, I either got this in 2000 or in 2006. 2006 makes sense to me, but I might have gotten it in 2000. But I didn't think I got it the year she died. I don't know, my writing is horrible. It says, in memory of Julie, which is my sister that passed. And it says, in loving memory, if tears could build a stairway and memories build a lane, I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. Which I wouldn't really walk up and bring her home, but it's the sentiment that she's missed. So I have that one. It's interesting. I don't really remember. I don't think I got it in 2000. It has to be 2006. Walmart used to do these ornaments where they'd engrave them. I don't know if they still do it, but I got a 2006 for Emily. These are very tarnished. And then a 2005 with Jennifer. And I used to work at Walmart during this time. And so I actually got to do the engraving on these, which is kind of fun. I'm trying to decide for the Christmas goodie baskets if I'm going to do anything else that's like handmade. There's a few people I think I'm going to do like vanilla sugar, maybe some vanilla salt, things like that. Dutch Bros. We don't have a Dutch Bros out here, guys. We have Seven Brews though, which is really good. And apparently Seven Brews was developed because the guy used to live in the Pacific Northwest and would visit Dutch Brothers. And when he moved out here, there was no Dutch Bros. And so he made Seven Brews, and it's a very similar setup, which is kind of fun. These I made in 2022, and they survived. I cross-stitched the our names with a year, and then put them in. Hobby Lobby has these little frames, and I just put them in there, tighten it up, and put strings on it. It was pretty simple. I mean, it's small. I'm trying to make sure names fit. If they're long or hard, but it's cool. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do super specialty baskets. We'll see what I have time for. I wanted to try to do like a sourdough one, but we're really gonna have to figure out what I have time for, because things all have to adjust to time, which is one of the reasons why I decorate early, because I like to spend time enjoying. Oh, he still works. My Jennifer Snowman still works. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to have time to do. I'm trying to figure it out. So these guys are kind of fun. I like to wrap. My hand still smells like that fish thing, and it's kind of gross. I like to wrap my Christmas presents. So I used to do just bright wrapping paper, all the craziness. And then as I've gotten older, I really like, I find it aesthetically pleasing to have warm white lights, to have, I like lots of things, and my tree is going to be covered in all kinds of colors with these ornaments, and it's going to have its own chaos. But when it comes to wrapping presents, I really like to have it round out, and I like to do like the butcher box paper. And some of that looks pink, but I'm talking about the natural craft paper. That's like that light tan. And so I'd wrap, and I didn't even have to buy sticky labels. I bought these little wooden gnomes, and every gnome that had blue on it was mine. Every gnome that had green on it was my husband's, and every gnome that had red on it was my daughter's. And so this is something that I liked because one, it's reusable. I don't have to keep buying these year after year. Everybody has their color. If we needed extras for people, there were other colors that we had in these mixes. I just got Christmas gnomes from Amazon. And so I made one of each of these ornaments for us to hang on the tree to represent the first year we did that. Oh, some of these are aging very badly, Emily. So this one Emily made in 2012. I don't know if this was school or church. This does look like it cracked a little bit, but it's like really weird and foggy and swirly, and then some of them are totally white. It's funny. But oh, that's cool. There you go. Looks like Cinderella's glass slipper made it. One year we got shoes. We each got fancy shoes. Actually, I think that was 2 years. More Dutch Bros mugs, ornaments. These were some other fun ones that we made. And they're little doll hats. And you take Christmas potpourri and you put it in the hat and you put this netting over it. And you hot glue that on. And then you put this little string and just loosely tie a ribbon. So simple to make. And it just looks super cute. So I have 2 of these. Another childhood one that I hope never breaks open. This one's from 07. And it is a plastic ball that is literally taped shut. Might need to replace this tape, Emily. And it's full of glitter, and it is lots of different sizes of glitter. There's a bunch of little tiny glitters in here. I want to say that was from one of the Marriott things, but I might be wrong. I believe both of these, I'm not positive about this one, but this one actually came from a Christmas package that Deanne got us in 07. And I thought that it was a cute little doohickey on the package, so we turned it into an ornament. And I don't remember if this was that or just a fun one that we found. We made one. I have a bunch of cheap icicles. Your foam pieces are coming off, so this one may not last a lot longer, but it's another one I made. I don't know, that foam is just not staying. One year we were so broke and we wanted to do Christmas crafts, and I was trying to figure out a way to still have all the fun, and we were so broke. And so we went to the Dollar Tree because I couldn't even afford to get the glass balls where you can pour paint in. And I went to the Dollar Tree and I got those ornaments that come in the tube, and that's why I have so many of these little sparkly ones, because they come in the tube and you have the solid ones and you have the sparkly ones. And so we just painted the outside of them, and they're funny. Look at this, is missing its top, They're funny looking, and it's okay though because this shows so much laughter and fun memories together, and I love it. Our last ornament. Aww, it's my twinsy one. So Sharon and I each went, and we were at Hobby Lobby together another year, and I got this heart and she got another heart with a different print on it. We just both have these same heart ones. I'm excited. Not very much broke. That makes me super happy. So that, are you happy, Emily? There's a few more candy canes down at the bottom down here. You did leave me quite a few. Thank you, kiddo. More wreaths and more candy canes. So yeah, I'm super excited because almost everything survived. A couple of things I think were already broken. I think the fish is gonna get tossed from Santa Cruz, and that teaches me never to get preserved fish that are hanging for a Christmas ornament, and I hope you learn that. And then it was a generic angel that was broken. The umbrella, which things came unglued, so we'll see what happens there. And then I think that was it. I think the snowman was already dead. So yeah, I can breathe right now. I cannot tell you guys how much I have been dreading doing this, and part of me doing this live was so I wouldn't break down and cry if something was horrible. But it's everything's good. We are good. So we got this. We just made some decisions. I want to tell you a little bit before I get off. We got this tree at Hobby Lobby. It is an unlit tree, and the reason why we decided to get the unlit tree was because one, it's more affordable, and two, half the time the lights go out on trees 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years in, and pieces of strands of light will go out, and then you have to try to fix it, and it's already attached, and if you can't get that to work, then you have to string good lights over dead lights, and it's a hassle. We've had to deal with that before. And so one, I was able to get one that I really liked that has little pine cones on it. Super affordable. And then two, I just string the lights on. I already had LED lights that I really like from Amazon, and I can hook 5 of these up to each other. It has a button that I can press that does different settings and things that I really like. And so luckily I packed these. My husband thought I got rid of them at our yard sale before we moved, but undoing everything today, we found out that we did have 5 packs and I only used 3 on the tree. So I have 2 more to play with. So we are going to go ahead and decorate for Christmas early. I really love my fall decorations and they make me super happy. And I finally found my fall little Highland cows that I've been looking for. And the reason why I couldn't find them is because they were stuffed in a stocking in my Christmas stuff. Don't ask me. It'll be with fall stuff this year. I literally just put those out today, but they're going to come down tomorrow. And we are going to Christmas up the house. But when my, if my cousin gets to come over in November, I'll still have like a Thanksgiving table out with fall decorations and all the things. We're still eating all the pumpkin things, doing all the pumpkin things. We're hopefully going to the Baker Creek fall harvest thing on October, whatever that Sunday is, October 4th or 5th, and doing all the fall things there. So we're still full fall. We're still celebrating Thanksgiving and doing all the things. We're not skipping over any of that. I am just super excited to come home to work and turn on my light switch and my Christmas tree pops on. And to have that glow because I just love it so much. And my husband actually really, really loves it. God bless me so much with a husband that loves Christmas. He has been wanting a tree so much more. We were going back and forth if we were buying one this year because we're kind of tight. We're trying to pay off some stuff. And so we were really trying to make some decisions on what we were going to do. And we decided to go ahead and do that, buy the unlit tree because it's going to last longer anyway. Um, I don't have to deal with dead lights on it. I already had lights and I get the cute pine cone thing. It's 7.5 feet. It's beautiful. And this tree pretty much cost me $120. So that makes me really happy. I'm like, it's not that expensive and it's going to last for a lot of years. And it makes both of our hearts happy, which I think is important. When you are celebrating holidays, and when you are living a very busy schedule, that you have things that slow down that you really enjoy. So yeah, if you joined me for this live, I want to thank you. If I know this was more of a family style one where we're talking about the ornaments and so forth, and this is really something that's going to go down for my daughter to go back and look at. And it was really something to really set our hearts at ease because I have been really stressing over this for the last few months. And I'm like, I just need to do it. My husband's like, but you don't want to cry today. Don't cry today. I don't want to see you cry. And I'm like, no, I need to do it. I'm at the point, my heart's ready. I need to check. So I'm super, super thankful that everything's good. Now I just not need to break it before getting it on the tree. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching, and we will see you back for another video.